only on esportbf.com.
G-War in fourth, 2 wins, a loss, and 6 points. Too Easy and GV also tied at 6 points.
All right, well, we are going to get started right here, right now. Both teams have commenced. And as soon as I get this last overlay in, we should be good to go. All right, so Tribe is going to be on the red side or the allied side of the map. We are going to be seeing one heck of a battle here. Unfortunately, spectator mode not working, but we are going to be seeing at the last second. Aim Razor able to pick up at least one. Coming around the corner, can't quite connect with the shots, but he did force them back quite a bit, so you got to love that. And now we are going to be seeing, it looks like B handily in the favor right now of VnM.
Yeah, you know, they, for whatever reason, VnM seems to have kind of the early jump in this game on this map. It was actually one we struggled with most right at the beginning. It seems to have changed a bit since then. I think they've got a lot of variety, good passive players, good aggressive players. It'll be interesting to see. I think the way to break that is you just have to use a lot of smoke, like we were saying yesterday. Try to get all of your team to push that one side, you know, try to leap to the home flag a bit.
Oh my
God!
Oh my god, sorry for that, but Nevi got the god just pulled off a hell of a play. Somebody clipped that. I know I wasn't watching from his perspective, but he gets a kill with the pistol, gets one with the throwing knife, and then continues to get another pistol kill. Looking for the sniper rifle kill, all while he was in the water pretty much. Fantastic shots from him. Oh my god, that was just perfect. But now he's going to continue on. He's still alive over here, which is crazy. Nobody's been able to kill him. I'm thinking you got to dedicate at least somebody over there just to make sure. And we do see some more spawns coming back in. The guy, oh no, he could get caught out. He does, trying to get the revive. That is unfortunate, but my god, creating a little bit of a stir there right at the start of this match.
Yeah, you know, if he can pull off plays like that the whole round, it'll be pretty close, I think. But it looks like VnM's pushing maybe more for a 3-cap this round, maybe more than we've seen them in the past. They've got Phantom playing pretty aggressive here. Berg and Jordy also kind of pushed up as well. So maybe we're seeing a bit of a different tactic here.
Yeah, VnM has played this map pretty aggressive, I would have to say, overall. And we are going to be seeing Phantoms going down. He does get picked up there. Where's his teammate going to be following us up? Berg is sitting in the back. Merck's sitting over here on the flank. Now, this is where Merck's pulled off some pretty good plays. I think he got like 3 kills at one point in a row, and then he followed it up with another 2. So he knows exactly what he's doing there in that situation. So definitely look for him putting up some good numbers up onto the board. I'm Sway is also going to be set up here. He has the med kit, so the gun isn't going to be the best. He does get picked up right away, trying to turn that corner. We do see B now getting pushed. Nico the sniper is going to be slowly pushing up, it looks like, over there onto bus side, along with Aim Razor. But really not a whole lot has been made, progress has been made onto this B flag. We do see holes set up in between on water side, this A and B flag, I'm sorry, C and B flag. And they really can't get anywhere. It's just looking like every single time it seems that they may make a little bit of ground. Really good reinforcements are coming in from VnM. They're able to stop it.
Yeah, you know, TRB seems to be doing a kind of a 50-50 split right now on either side trying to push. I think I'd like to see them maybe do more of just an all-out push on one side. It's easier to overwhelm one squad on one side and force the other squad to come over and help than it is to try to win your gunfights 4-on-4 on 2 different sides of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. We do see a squad wipe coming in, unfortunately, there for Tribes. They're going to try and re-push down over here onto bus lane. I don't know if that's going to be working out for him too much. Berg is going to be sitting in the back with that sniper rifle. I love this play with the sniper rifle. I think that this is something that I didn't actually think of when I was playing the game. Of course, I was playing with public players, but it is so powerful down these lanes because there's just literally nowhere for him to go. And you don't really have to worry about flanks too much.
You really don't on this map. I think that's part of the strength of this hold is you don't have any of those flanks to really worry about. It's everyone's right in front of you. The only one you have is the water. And when you position someone like where Berg is right now, it's even pretty close to impossible to even get through the water on that side. So you really just you have to frag out to get the flag, and they just don't seem to be doing that.
No, they don't. Phantoms is doing pretty good, holding them back. We do see, wow, 3-man push is going to be coming in. Phantoms pulls out that PI. Can we see a double or a triple? He gets some nice damage going down on him. He's going to have to pick up a couple of these frags. Nice. He takes down Aim Razor for that second one. Not going to be getting anything for that push, but he is holding back this push. And honestly, in a game mode like Conquest, you know, we've talked about this in the past as well. In a game mode like Conquest, all you're trying to do is waste time. So this is perfectly fine here for VnM. They don't have to push up on that A flag. I mean, already take a look at it. It's 145 to 70.
Yeah, you know, I think that's really the important thing, and it does come down to discipline too, because it's not the most fun usually sitting back like this and just picking up people as they come. You really want to push, you know, you want to push the home flag, you want to get aggressive. That's kind of the draw of a lot of it, but I think it shows a lot about discipline when you're able to just sit back and wait for them to come to you and not try to overextend, because a lot of times when you overextend, that's when you lose those gunfights, that's when you get turned over and the double cap goes the other way.
Absolutely. Well, Superfan able to get at least one revive going down there. They're still managing to keep control of this position, but yeah, even though they're trying to build it up with these sandbags, those Beons are going to be coming in, taking it down. Not really the best of launching. I do like the fact that they're using a lot of smoke, but I think that they're using it the wrong time. They're using it for a defensive play as opposed to being the aggressor. That's going to be a squad wipe coming in, and it's blue all day long there. Phantoms, Mercs, Jordy, they're all getting kills, and over here on water side, they're just chilling. Just like, yeah, guys, we're just gonna kind of run down here casually. What's up? Not really doing a whole lot. Jukes is gonna be the furthest one up. He's possibly gonna be spotting out these two players transitioning from spawn into C, and doesn't look like he's gonna be able to catch one. Not gonna finish out the kill. But he's kind of surrounded on all sides. Jukes does end up going down. Not before that frag was traded on out. Jordy now going to be all the way back behind C. And my God, are we going to be seeing a 3-cap here?
You know, it kind of looks like it right now. It's overwhelming on the map the way VnM seems to position themselves, in the sense that when you look at the map, it doesn't ever look like there's enough TRB guys to shoot at the same amount of VnM guys. They're just never there. They're always outnumbered, it seems, wherever they go, whatever they're trying to do. I'd like to see just a full team push here. You know, they're so held in that they can't do anything besides that. Bring out like 8 medics, bring out the smoke, run down the side and hope someone gets through. Like, they aren't winning the gunfights. You can't keep trying that.
Well, whatever it is, they need to do something quick. 15 tickets, 143. They're not going to win the match, but maybe if they can get 2 flags, they can burn down, you know, 15, 20, 30 tickets, something like that. But honestly, this is almost looking like a map in the bag already here for VnM, closing out their last match of the day.
Yeah, you know, what, 143. So it's going to be extremely, extremely hard for Tribe to come back there on the next half of this map. But, you know, I think VnM has shown over the course of this weekend that they're pretty near the best on this map. So you don't want to get too down, even though it looks like a big score. You don't want to get too down. You want to turn the page, you know, say, you know, that this, we kind of expected this coming in, right? It was going to be a huge upset if they lost this one. Just, you got to go to the next map. Fresh mindset. It's completely different. And VnM has made quite a few errors on Hamada so far. Like, this is a map that they could very well take.
We'll see if that is going to be the case. Looking at Hamada for VnM. So VnM did lose Hamada versus 1UP, 22 tickets, but they came back and they won it to 80. And yesterday, I believe it was just a really close map, but they ended up bringing it back. But it was still like a very, very low ticket scoring. I think that was like one of the seven ticket maps that we had on Hamada was VnM. So very, very, very tight game. Possibly going to be seeing the same thing here today. Now, if you guys are just joining us, do appreciate you for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy the cast. The way it's going to work is we're going to be playing technically 6 maps. Okay, we're going to be playing 3 sides, or we're going to be playing each side of the 3 maps. So we're going to be playing one side of 3 and then the next side of 3. After the 6 are done, we're going to take the combined ticket counts of each one of those maps to determine who wins the map itself. So, for example, VnM just won Rotterdam on side 1, 143 tickets to 0. They will then play it again, and if Tribe somehow beats them 144 tickets to 0, then Tribe will win the map. If Tribe goes below that ticket count, they automatically lose the map, but we are still going to play the map out completely. So just a little heads up as it goes. Obviously, we're going to be playing best 2 out of 3, but all maps will be played no matter what. So we're going to be finishing out on the 3 maps, 6 sides. So we have plenty of battlefield that we're going to be able to view here today.
Right, and it looks like a fairly standard open here. There's a lot of tribe guys at A. Not really sure why they're all at their home flag there. Yeah, V's looking strong in the middle.
Well, Phantom was able to pick up at least one. He does go down, though, in the process. We're going to be following it up. They did get control of that Bravo flag, and I think that they've put in the amount of emphasis that VnM has been putting on B flag, I think is absolutely correct. You want to be able to control this B site. Again, I've said it before, it allows you to rotate and reinforce both of these outside flags, whichever one that you do end up getting in that particular time. And Mark's has got to be careful here. That tank was looking like he was staring right at him, but taking a couple of pot shots there is his teammate. And this is the power of B flag. Unfortunately, Merckx wasn't able to do a whole lot there, but he spotted all of that rotation that was coming in from the A flag. He was able to pick up at least one of those frags, but that's how it's just so frustrating to have to come in on A out in that open to face that kind of fire.
Absolutely, you know, and you see it here. Like VnM made a pretty big overextension there on B, and most of the squad got wiped. But just because they have the flag and it's so hard to take, they get like a whole other spawn to come back in and defend the flag again, and it works. Like they haven't lost the flag yet. It's just so hard to take B on this map that you have to almost wipe everyone twice to get it.
Jordy is going to be up in the tower right now with that med kit. Frags. Again, I do want to mention, and I've mentioned this several times in the past, the med kits seem to do really good on Hamada, which does make sense because there's a lot of close quarters that is going to be involved here. So, you know, definitely look at the meds. For I think who was it yesterday that went 4 meds? Was that VnM that did that?
VnM did at one point have a lot of medics. I think maybe too easy. I want to say I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think
one of them definitely did. They had a whole bunch of medics that they spammed, and it went well for them, really well.
Yeah, they were getting some massive fragging done with those players. A lot of Piats are going to be coming in from spawn. My God, this is just brutal. Look at this. What do you do? What do you do, Nerve? I mean, we're obviously not seeing any smokes. We should be seeing smokes, but we're not. There's no medics that are going to be involved here. That's going to be 3 down trying to push up onto this B flag. Look at where Holes and Sniper is. Where are they going? They're out in the middle of nowhere. Phantoms is going to be coming in. He takes a couple of shots in the back, but he will be able to take down Holtz. Gets the information, hey, there's 3 guys that are becoming here on the outside. Feint ends up going down. Merckx is like, this is just going to be a shooting gallery for me right now. We're going to be padding my stats. Comes around the top, though. He finally does end up going down, but wow. That is just not a good spot. In the meantime, we are seeing a huge push coming in. Spider is like, dude, this is open season right now. As he comes in, we'll be able to get some frags on some people rotating to that B flag. But this is a triple cap. So damn fast in this game.
Yeah, you know, I think from what we've seen on Hamada the past few days, I think the golden rule of Hamada is safe to say, and this is very obvious, but the golden rule is you can't lose everyone in the middle. You always have to have, especially when you're on A. When A is your home flag, you need to have one person at least somewhere around the middle on the other home flag, somewhere for spawns, because you see what happens once you're set up on B and they're trying to run across that main drag there. There's nothing you can do. There's really nothing you can do. You don't stand a chance in those gunfights.
No, you don't. Jordy is going to be coming in the backside of A. We do see that leak providing a little bit of fruit as the C flag has been captured. A, though, not looking so good. As more and more of these players coming off spawn are going down. Jordy looking good. I spy here on the kill feed. Yeah, we do see 7474, 83 there. VnM is looking good in the kill section. Nobody really pulling away from the crowd too awful much here, but I think it's just the fact that there are so many of the players right now that are doing well in terms of the kills. So this has got to be a little bit frustrating if you're out on the other side here. Tribes need to figure out something. They need to figure out quit. 85
they have turned it around.
141, so it's not too far out of range.
They have turned it around here. If they can manage to win these series of gunfights on B, they're going to have a 2-cap on VnM, where VnM is stuck on A. But it looks like they're getting out fragged again in the middle there, and VnM's going to retake this again. That's too bad to see. They had a really nice rotation to C, and then from there to B, but they just didn't win the gunfights. There's not much you can do about that there. Just have to win those.
Well, I think right now maybe they're planning on just trying to go for a double home flag position. Because
And
we
that's
do
a smart
see A
rotation.
being taken right now. There's 4 players over there. I think, wow, that is a lot of players actually spawned in on A. I don't agree with that. They probably should have spawned in over here on that Charlie flag, tried to keep it because now it's completely open. Feint, he is going to be up, but he's going to be facing a tank right now. He's not in a position really to fight with these infantry players. Juke should be able to get that kill. He does spot him now. He picks him up with a Piat. Says, why not? I'll just explode your face into 1,000 pieces. And he's going to be able to throw up the gun. Can't quite finish out the kill. That's going to be the support player, Nevi. It'll pick him up. But yeah, this is just a little frustrating. I don't really think that whoever's calling the shots there, they either didn't have all the information or they're it's broken right now. The comms are a little bit on the messy side because there's no way you should have spawned that many players at A when you already had an armor there, and you already had maybe like 3 players that were able to spawn in.
I agree.
I
And
think it was like 6 infantry players on A.
And you have to sometimes delayed spawns is kind of the way to go. Maybe you die and maybe you just wait because you have that 2 flag hold. You maybe wait and see where's Venom going to push. Are they going to push you on A or are they going to push you on C? Because if you waited 5 more seconds, it was very obvious that Venom was pushing for C, not for A. Yeah. And then you spawn there, and at least you have gunfights to contest. But you spawn in right away on A when there's already 3 or 4 people there, including your tank. That's just kind of the wrong call there.
Now we do see Mercs hunting here for these last couple of players. Should be able to spot him out. Ooh, he does, but man, didn't have the gun up. Information is going to be going down. I think Phantoms is going to be able to follow that up. That dynamite comes out, baby. He will be able to take down 1, but 1 is all he gets. And his teammates are going down all around him, so B will be getting contested here in just a few moments. But does it really matter? 128 to 44. Even if they start contesting onto this flag, they're losing tickets left and right. A lot of resources are going to have to go in to try and secure this, and I think they just wiped them up. They did. They wiped everybody off of that Bravo flag. We see a big push coming into C, and one of the weird things that we have seen here from Tribes, Spider. Come on, somebody's got to have a rocket. There you go. Oh, prototype Wire will be able to take down Spider. I was about to say, you cannot let that tank just run around burning like that. C is now going to be getting contested. Mercs is going to be back here to try and hold on to this. Does end up dying, but every time that they wrap around, they're wrapping around like the long ways. They're not going the short way from A to C, which would be, I guess, if you're looking at the map, it would be the west side. They're going around the east side. That is, not only is it more open, but it's definitely a lot longer.
Yeah, and it's also in again with the open thing. I get the Venom tank is down this time, but a lot of the times he hasn't been, and it's a lot easier for that tank to see on that side. It's a lot easier to see that rotation than down the other side. I'm not really sure why that is. They keep trying to force that way. It's longer, it's harder to get there, and it's wasting time. Like you see, when their rotation started, they had 30, 40 tickets. Now they're at 17, so that time to get there, and the fight has cost them another half of their tickets.
Another map in the bag here, as this is looking like an easy first side win here for Venom. You see that B flag now? I think this is the first time actually that B has changed colors. Is it not?
I think so. I think it was capped early and it hasn't been changed since.
Yeah, I think that is the first time that it's actually been capped over. So I guess small victories, right?
To them. Yeah, small victories. You take it. Maybe you go into that knowing next round you were at least able to take it. I guess that's something you can build off of. Venom just going to rotate for the AC holds here. It's hard for Tribe to do anything at this point with 7 tickets left. But
as we were talking about that, I was just thinking about the little poster with the cat hanging on the edge of the thing, just saying, "Hang in there." Oh, that's terrible. I shouldn't be saying that. That was mean. But yeah, we are going to be seeing Jukes looking out for these players starting to transition from B to C. I think he's going to be okay. Spider is there for the stop, and it doesn't even matter as that's going to be the end of the game. 114 to 0 so far. Venom, I think they're wanting to go ahead and finish the day up as 4-0.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it is only a test cup, but I think coming up strong in the first tournament of BF5. You know, you want to set the tone, right? You want to clearly define yourselves as the team to beat. And I don't think here that they're gonna hold back at all. You know, you want to keep going, you want to keep pushing, go as hard as you can. And if you're Tribe, you know, you got to find something somewhere. You know, you got to change something up. Like if the gunfights aren't working, like throw more smoke, get in less gunfights, try to rotate more. You got to change something up. You know, part of the game is realizing that you aren't winning something. You know, part of losing is realizing what you have to change. You have to change something. And from that map and Rotterdam, I didn't really see any big changes from them.
Well, I mean, like, what can you change? Like, if you're not winning gunfights, you're just not winning gunfights.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, you just gotta. I don't know whether you maybe play your tank. Do you play more aggressive? I haven't been around long enough to see, but it seems like tanks who play aggressive kind of get farmed. You know, they kind of go down pretty quickly if the other team's paying attention.
Okay, so that's a good point. We were watching a VnM on a Ross earlier today, and I thought it was a very good example of how tanks have to be played in Battlefield now. So we saw Spider, and he got aggressive a couple of times with the tank, not too crazy, but he basically had to play with his infantry players. And as long as he played with his infantry, as long as he had at least 1 to 2 players, especially when they went up against a tank, he was perfectly fine. Now on the flip side, we watched Zach. Zach was really struggling. They had a couple of really good pushes towards some flags, but when he didn't have infantry with him, when he was all alone, he was basically guaranteed dead. Because there's just nothing he can do. He just overwhelmed.
Right. I think Spider's a really intelligent tanker for sure, and I think he picks up quickly on that sort of thing. And I think in this game, especially when you have those tanks, when you have those smart tankers, it makes a lot of difference because they don't really usually drop that many kills. So the ones they do get, they have to make count. You know, when you have to hit those shots, when you have to make that play, you have to rely on them to do that.
Well, speaking of being aggressive, we have the tanker here for Tribe. And they are going to be trying to give support here onto that B site. So far, not going to be working out. Jimmy is going to be still alive. Sniper in a precarious situation. He gets shot from behind as Merc is going to be trying to clean this up, but not going to be quite the case. Wire is going to be staying alive. And VHPF, how low is he actually? He's down 69. He's still okay, but his turret looks like it has been disabled. Long-range shots are going to be coming in, forcing him away. But Jukes, oh, look at Jukes. What is Jukes going to be doing here? He's got at least 1 Piot into the tank. Yeah, the turret is having trouble trying to find him. It's so slow now, and he gets the dynamite down as well. The tank should be dead right here, and it is Jukes. Just honestly, the guy is playing absolutely fantastic. He did some fantastic tank kills earlier, and he's going to be following it up some more on this map. And that's the problem. That's what we were talking about before. The tank had no infantry help, and he just got overwhelmed.
Yeah, you know, and that's kind of what happens, especially when you get caught out on a map like this where it's so open. There's nowhere to go. But Jukes is one of those players that's he played, I think, a little bit in Battlefield 1, but he's new to the competitive scene, and he's taken off really fast. He's quickly becoming one of the better players on VnM. He's a phenomenal player. He's smart. He knows rotations. He knows where he needs to be, and he slays. He's a great player.
Right now, it does look like Tribe leaving some players back here at C. I don't really think I agree with that too much. Well, actually, they did get A, so not too bad. We'll see if Spider's going to be able to cause too much havoc here. Naveed the God is going to be on top, but those frags, the shrapnel just going to be coming in and doing so much damage there. He does end up going down. You see Nico the Sniper, though, able to pick up at least 1 frag, but it's not going to be enough. He does go down in the meantime. We are going to be seeing that A flag starting to go the way of VnM.
And it was a good job by Tribe to hold that 2 cap. You would have liked to see them hold it a little bit longer, obviously. But, you know, I think now if they're fast enough to rotate, they've got a big numbers advantage on B. They've got 4 on it. They've got the tank coming. They've got 2 more coming to B. If they can win these gunfights, which they should be able to, they're like double the player count here. They can hold another 2 cap. It's a good rotation by them.
Absolutely. Aim Razor doing some work. He's able to pick up 2. I don't know if I would go in for the revive. Nice turnaround with the hit fire spray. Gets him with the pistol. And they're going to be trying to continue on this push here to the B flag. So far, all squads are up. And they should be able to get this burn here fairly fast. Looking for the enemies that are going to be down here onto Bravo. It looks like we got 2. Squads are going to be spawning back in. Phantom's coming around for the backside. I like this play here from Phantoms. I hope he can get a couple of kills off of this. Oh, he does end up going down. That is definitely going to be a shame if you are a VnM fan. And Aim Razor still going to be up and alive here onto B, trying to use that dynamite, but can't connect with any of the hits. Naveed the God, though, he's a recon kit. We haven't seen recons being used too effectively, I would have to say, on a Ross. It's been mostly Rotterdam, where they can't be flanked all that easy, and he does eventually go down. So that definitely is a shame over there on that B site. And again, here's the tank, and it is going to be going down here in just a few seconds. I mean, it's going to be fairly low on health. We do see him just get completely exploded there. As, again, no infantry support, tank goes boom. Spider, though, I mean, you got to give him props. It's like you said, he's been playing very intelligently, just sitting in the back. It's like, you know what? I don't have to get aggressive. I can just sit here and just play the long-distance game. I have unlimited ammo. I have unlimited health. And as long as I have at least 1 or 2 guys on me, I don't really have to worry too much about getting flanked.
You know, I think that's an important part as well in this game, realizing when you have to be impactful and when you don't. You know, tanks don't come up that quickly. They're easy to take down. You have to realize when you need to make a play and when you really don't need to make a play. And right now, his threat is just being alive and constantly shooting into C. He doesn't need to get C. He doesn't need to make that play right now, but if he needs to, he's there.
Absolutely.
But for right now, he's just there, constantly putting out damage.
Couldn't agree more. Looks like they have been able to clean up B once again. Looking for those players coming out from spawn. See there, the outlines of these players running around trying to make something happen, but it's so hard. It is so hard. Naveed, he's doing a little bit of work here with the sniper rifle, but I mean, honestly, unless you're just putting damage down on players every single time. Oh, he's using the spotting scope. That's something that we haven't really talked about at all this weekend, is getting those spots down.
Yeah, you know, it's important. I think I'm not too sure. I haven't admittedly read the rules for today about like the flares that you can shoot up, but on maps where it's harder to see people, especially like this one and on mod where those rotations matter so much, those are really a valuable tool. And spotting scope, obviously, same thing, really valuable. The only thing is he has to make sure he's putting out damage as well, because spotting just isn't by itself isn't good enough. He's got to keep putting that.
100%, 100%. You got to do something. You got to be putting damage down there, especially with the way the health system works, and the fact that you don't actually heal all the way up unless you do have those med kits or med packs. Then yeah, that makes a huge difference if you're able to get shots in on players. But if you're not hitting those players, what's the point? Pick up something where you're going to be running around the map, maybe doing a little bit more effective play with cap and flags, or at the very least, maybe giving some health or ammo out to your other team.
Exactly.
We do see Spider right now doing some long-range work like we were talking about before. He's just perfectly willing to chill out. Jordy is going to be set up as well between A and C. And they've been constantly playing this route over onto A and C, just kind of going in, harassing every now and then. It's just been the 3 of these guys over and over and over again. And I really do like this play from them. Spotting out the tank, they know where it's at. They know potentially where they could be getting hit from. But again, they're just wasting time. They're soaking the time down. For those of you who are new to Conquest in this particular style or format, while you have 2 flags to 1, the team that has the 1 flag is not getting any tickets at all. So it's not like in Battlefield 1 to where basically you could still gain points by only having 1 flag. You don't actually get anything if you just have the 1. You have to get the majority cap. And that's what we're seeing right now. Majority cap is coming in. The only way that these tickets are going down is because of the kills that are coming in. So 120 to 51, 70 ticket advantage. Nice little frag actually going down there from Jukes, able to pick up at least one of those frags. Looking for the second one, easily finds him, as he will be able to take down Jimmy. But you know, in this situation right here, like I totally would feel like VnM has this one already won? I mean, I don't really see from the playstyles that we've seen from Tribe going any other direction. Okay, B has been taken, but for how long? I mean, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Yeah, I think the scoreboard is, well, actually, it's not that bad. It's fairly even. More even what I thought it would be. But I think that overall, the infantry has been going in the favor of VnM.
Yeah, I think maybe judging from the scoreboard not being that different on opposing sides, maybe the difference right now is that VnM is picking up those valuable kills. You know, they're picking up the last guy in a squad. They're picking up the last guy on a flag, on a rotation. You know, maybe where they're not fragging as hard as we've seen them on the other two maps, they're picking up the important kills that matter more so than Tribe, would be my guess.
Well, I will say this. Tribe just picked up 2 really, really important kills there on the outside of B. But in the meantime, we do see 2 players starting to push up from the hedgerows. That's going to be Berg. He's using a recon kit. Ooh, that would have been a sexy snipe right there. But he only connected with a body shot, not going to be able to get the kill. In the meantime, Jordy, though, going to be across map over here on C. He's still going back and forth here with his tank and a couple of infantry players as well. Kind of poking in onto the C flag. But this is important time right now. This right here is, at the very least, going to be dragging down these tickets. And I say, you know, if we can see, what, maybe this burned down to about 60 to 50 tickets, it's going to make it a lot easier in the next round for Tribe to come back.
Yeah, and they're doing a good job right now of just burning those tickets down, like we said, like we saw yesterday even. Those teams that were able to take a big disadvantage and turn it into even less than 10 tickets. And at that point, you're basically resetting. And I think that would be a big boost for Tribe here, right? You kind of got rolled on a couple maps now, right? You need something to build off of going into the second half of this match.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you need it to happen now. And they're doing a good job. They're holding it. They're turning away pushes. VnM has died again, trying to rotate to B. They've gone down from the looks of it, trying to rotate to C. Tribe's doing a good job here.
Phantoms and Fant just met each other right in the middle of the meadow. Like, hey guys, what is up? Phantoms will be able to win out in that battle. Trying to get some long-range shots there on Naveed the God. It's not going to be able to get him just yet. 3-man stack going to be happening here onto this B site. Here it goes. The push is going to be commencing. Merc and Phantoms both doing a fantastic job so far. Let's see if they can pick up any frags. Not going to be the case just yet. No dynamite going to be coming out. Nice job there from Naveed, as he will be able to pick up 2 with the revolver. The thing has been buffed, and it is massively important for that recon class, as you can win a lot of those fights that you really normally wouldn't be able to. On the other side, though, on C site, it looks like all the infantry have been cleared up. Tank is going to be trying to do a little bit of defense, but I don't think it's really going to be too successful. Really, I think the focus should be on these 4 players trying to come in. Jimmy is going to be able to pick up 1. We got Nico. He does have that medic kit, which is going to allow him some really good hipfire spray, but not unless he gets the shots in on him first. Will end up going down.
Now, Britt, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks as though there's 3 snipers on Tribe on B.
Oh, Naveed! Oh, gets 2 headshots back to back. Popping them heads, looking like it's easy. And that is going to be a beautiful play right there. That is stopping that push, allowing his team a little bit more time. Again, guys, clip that if you were able to see that. That was a beautiful play. And still going to be holding on to this B flag. But again, just not able to get a second flag. 7 tickets left here to 65. They did drag it down to around the numbers that we were talking about before. So at the very least, in the next round, it could be a little bit easier.
Yeah, you know, and 65 isn't a spectacular margin by any means. It's going to take a good hold next time we come up on this map, but it's definitely, I think, the most feasible out of the 3 that we've seen so far. The problem is they're going to have to win 1 before they get there, and that's going to be the tricky part.
Well, it does look like it is 65-0 in favor of VnM. And so far, Tribe hasn't won a side yet. Aras looking like their best map.
Only on esportbf.com.